Hello everyone and welcome to yet another video of Arbitrary Learnings. Today we'll be learning about the reason behind the tides in the sea, the high tides and the low tides. Like here in this image we can see how the water is right up to the gallery during high tides. And here the water is way too far from the beach. Here as well, during the low tide, you can see how the water is way beyond the line of sight, and during high tides it's right on the shore hitting the walls. Same here, you can see the boat floating on the water, and few hours later, during low tide during low tide it is parked on the ground as the water has all vanished from the shore. So we will learn today why these two contrasting behavior of the sea occurs. What is that force which is responsible and capable of moving such huge and massive body of water? Well, the answer is simple. It's gravity. See, everything in the universe pulls everything else towards it due to gravity. So, the moon and the earth also pull each other. And moon's gravitational pull towards earth generate the force which you call tidal force, is the primary reason for the tides on the ocean. As the earth rotates, the water bodies directly facing the moon bulge out due to the gravitational pull from the moon, and so experience the high tides because of this strongest tidal force here. Strange thing is, there is also high tide at the other side of the earth, which is not facing the moon. Well, sounds confusing, right? This is because the earth is closer to the moon as compared to the water on the other side. And hence, the moon's gravity pulls more on the earth than the water on the opposite side, and hence there is a bulge on the other side as well. Now, since water at these areas have bulged out, less water is left elsewhere, which are nothing but low tides, as the tidal force is weakest there, like here in this section. Now remember, since Earth completes one rotation every 24 hours, in most other places there are usually two high tides and two low tides per day. One here and one here. Okay. Now question might arise, why tides occur only in the oceans and why not in rivers and lakes? Well, lakes and rivers do experience gravitational pull, but since their area or mass of water is not much in comparison to large oceans and seas, so not much significant pull is experienced in lakes and rivers. In fact, moon's gravity also acts on the solid surface on the earth, including the land of the earth, but the attraction is not noticeable because we know solid objects are more rigid. That's why. Well, now we know the cause of ocean tides, we must not ignore the role of sun. When the sun and the moon align, their combined gravitational pull creates spring and neap tides. Spring tides and neap tides are usually much larger than the conventional high tide and low tide respectively. So guys, this is all about the actual reason behind the occurrence of high tides and low tides in the ocean. Hope you guys have learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. We will see you in next video of Arbitrary Learnings with some new topics. Thanks a lot.